Greetings, y'all. Greetings. Hope you guys having a blessed day, amazing day. Life is treating you good. Hope everybody's having amazing day. All right. How y'all doing? Y'all good? Happy Monday. It's Monday, right? Yeah, it's Monday. I'm assuming that it's Monday. Give me a second. Let me set myself up. Let me set myself up. Mm, Greetings. Thank you for the gift, Ava. Thank you so much. Oh, man. Thank you for the gifts. Give me a second. I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm coming. Hey, Miranda. Hey, Julia. Happiness, how you doing? Hey, Jamisha. Lisa, how you doing? How you doing? How y'all doing, man? They are good. I don't come live as much anymore. I don't come live as much anymore at all. I feel your T-shirt saying, no, it's just a brand. What's up, Joy? How you doing? It's, it's, it's a sports brand. It's not, my T-shirt is not saying anything. It's not there. Uh, God, I thought it was something else. That's hilarious. That's hilarious. Um, y'all, listen, man, I got something to share with you guys, and I just want you all to think about what I'm about to share because I think it's very important. All right, so this is why. Give me a second. Instead, I'm still. Let me just. This is a very important thing that I want to bring to you guys. All right, and I don't want you all to look at it in a negative. Wait, it is Monday, right? Yeah. Hey, Janice, happy Monday. So I want to bring this to you guys. Hey, Keisha. Hey, listen, if you're looking at this video from TikTok, it might be better if you come to YouTube because I have a something that I want to show on the screen, but I can't bring it up here. It's on the screen on my YouTube. My YouTube is Conscious Kirk Hazel. Thank you, Julia. I appreciate it. I know I heard you said last week you didn't come live. Yeah, I haven't been coming live too much. Yeah, listen, coming live is a lot. Hey, Jen, coming live is a lot, man. Coming live is a big deal. Sometimes I know listen. I know it shows on here that I like to be seen, in front of a camera, but you know, I have to get used to it. Still, it's not something that I do naturally. Something that I have to get my mind in. You know what I mean? I have to get my mind in there because it's not really that natural for me. It looks like it, because I crack jokes and I talk and I smile, but sometimes, whoo, you know. Oh, coming in. Hey, Isabel, how you doing? I'm glad you are backing off. Yeah. Definitely. TikTok is a devil. I want to talk to you guys about the law of attraction. The law of attraction and how it really works. I speak about it sometimes briefly, but I don't show you the reason why it is the way it is when we come to meeting people and dating people. All right. Hey, Gray, how you doing? I don't, can you hear me properly? Can you hear me clearly? Let me make sure you can hear me clearly, man. I have a new mic because my mic, I don't know what happened to my other mic. My other mic kind of went out. If you guys, I have something that I want to put on the screen. So, okay, if you, I have something that I want to put on the screens on YouTube because I'm on YouTube right now, and it's gonna be on the screen, but I can't put it on the screen here. So, if you want to see it, you might have to come to my YouTube so that you can see it on my YouTube. My YouTube is Conscious Kirk with a K, two Ks. Okay. So I speak on attracting what we are. And I don't think I break it down enough. Sylvia, how we doing? Hey, Kajal. I don't think I break it down sometimes clearly because I think many people still misunderstand when we say we attract what we are. Now, I want to go deeper today in what attracting what we are. And I think when you see this, I think some of us never seen this before. So let me bring a better understanding for you guys, okay? Now, when you say you attract what you are, like for instance, we are all programmed to think and feel and to visualize and to see. We are all programmed to attract certain things naturally, right? We are all programmed to eat and walk and talk a specific way. We are all programmed to be this person naturally. Now, the thing about being programmed is about what's in that program based on what we have saw or what we have seen, what we have experienced, the things that we look at growing up, the things that we have, they have told us, our society, how it's ran. We have picked up those information and we didn't have enough power to reject it because we have heard it so often. We have seen it so often. So, bam, Nanny Puffins, how we doing? Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So what happens? It went in our minds, and when it comes out a certain vibration. So this is what the law of vibration is when it comes to meeting and dating people. Some of you will notice already, and some of you all won't realize this what's going on within you until I bring it up right now. But I want it, if it hits, if it touches you, I want you to do something about it. If it doesn't make sense to you, I get it. Do what you feel, do what you want. This is your life. Sandra, how you doing? Thank you, Matters. How you doing? Thank you. So if it doesn't make sense, leave it alone. But if it makes sense, I want you to be honest. Good, Nani Puffin. Good, 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 good. I love it. I love it. I love it. So we attract what we are in a sense that we can only have what we can only attract what we have. And what we have is inside of us, right? What we have is inside of us. We have a whole life going on inside of us. How you feel, how you think, your perception. Hey, VI Butterfly, how you doing? Our perceptions and our feelings and our thoughts is all inside of us. And the only thing that we can bring out is what's on the inside, right? The only thing that we can actually touch is the things that we have on the inside. But the problem is what's going on the inside. We don't know what's happening on the inside. We don't know. We have no clue of what's happening on the inside. We are completely blank. And the reason why we don't know why we attract what we attract is because we don't sit still and realize what's going on the inside. We don't sit still to figure it out. And when we see something, we panic. When we see something, we fight it. When we see something, we feel ashamed. When we see what we have on the inside, we want to be distracted from it. And so we go to for therapy and we go for all these things, but we don't really see what's happening on the inside. And so when you meet a person, you don't get the man or woman that you want. You get the man or woman that you have. You don't get the relationship that you want. You get the relationship that you are on the inside or that you have on the inside. You don't get, like, for instance, you don't get the house that you want. You get the house that you can afford. Right or wrong? You don't get the car that you want. You get the car that you can afford. And sometimes we have to get into a place where we can only get what we can afford and let it be peaceful. Let it be okay. Right? The career, you don't get the career that you want. You get the one that you are qualified for. The ones that you have the credentials and education and experience for is what you get. And so when it comes to relationship, we think it's different. It's not different. All things is energy. It's all energy. It's nothing but energy. And the thing is, we don't know how it works. We have no idea how it works. Can you hear me properly, right? We have no idea how it works. So we are always shocked. We are always angry. We are always discouraged when we find this out. You don't get what you want. You get what you have on the inside. You get what you are. JP, what's good, man? How you doing? Thanks. You don't get what you are. If you have $1 million house that you want, but you only have $100,000 in your bank account, that's all you can have. So when it comes to energy, you have to understand how energy really works. We have to understand how energy really works and how we only get it. Now, many of us, you get frustrated. Now, the question that I get, right? Free thinker, how are you doing? The question that I get often is this. Well, I'm not a cheater and I'm not a liar. So basically, you telling me that I am a liar and a cheater because I attract a lot of liars and cheaters. And sometimes I have to say, well, that's not the case. That is not the case. That's not what I'm talking about. It's based on everything is measured based on a vibrational frequency. Everything. And when I say everything, I want you to understand something. Your thoughts are measured by a vibrational frequency. Your feelings everything vibrates. Your feelings, your thoughts, your intentions, your mind, your this, your that, your actions, your behavior is all vibrating. Your trauma, your disease, your illness, your pain is all vibration. It's all vibrator. It's all vibrating. Hey Kitty, how you doing? Dex, what's good? It's all vibrating. And so when we say we attract, well, Kirk, I'm not an abuser. Why do I keep abusing these people? I mean, why do I keep meeting these people? So that means your theory is flawed. My theory is not my theory. It's what I study. It's not mine, right? It's not mine. I didn't make it up, but I do believe it. I do believe it. Now, I'm going to bring something up on the screen. Hey, Miss Pet, I want to bring something up on the screen on my YouTube. And if you all want to see it on YouTube, please go onto my YouTube channel so that you can visit it. I mean, I'm on there right now, live on my YouTube, all right? Semina, how are you doing? I'm about to bring up something that I want you to look at. And as we're going to talk about this, because I want this to click. I want it to click today, okay? I want this to click today. Deborah, how are you doing? I want this to click. Please. Hey, Miss Pet, Moy, how are you doing? I want you all, if you're on my TikTok, go to my YouTube so you can see it on the screen, okay? Because I wanted to click. All right. Now, I'm about to show you, there have been a study. There have been a study. There have been a study how emotions, the type of vibration emotions have, right? The type of vibration that emotions carry. Now, all we are is a bunch of emotion walking around. All we are is a bunch of emotions walking around. And we don't think nothing of it because we have been emotional all our lives. And nobody ever taught us that whatever state of emotion that you have or that you are is the state of vibration that you are in. That means when you are in the vibration, you attract everything in harmony with that same vibration. I'm going to show you how emotions vibrate. Now, many of you, when you look at these emotions, be honest. It has a range of vibration between these emotions. I want you to be honest. If you want to see this list, please go on my YouTube so you can see it. It's going to be on my YouTube. My YouTube is Conscious Kirk Hazel. That's my YouTube. I'm alive right now on YouTube. Now, listen, I'm going to bring this up right here. Because again, hey, Faith, Coco, what's good? So I'm going to bring it up right here, right? And I want you all to see what I'm talking about. First, let's bring this one up. Can you all see this on my screen? Let me know if y'all can see it. These are the vibrations. Hey, Spanish, Douglas, how you doing? These are the vibrations of how emotions vibrate. This has been a study. A scientist has studied this right here, and he studied a whole bunch of emotions and ranged them from certain hertz frequencies. Okay, from certain hertz. All energy, thoughts, and emotions. All energy. I mean, all is energy. Thoughts and emotions too. We vibrate on certain level, and the reasons we need to look at this now is the vibration in which our earth is now vibrating. We need to adjust our level. We need to adjust our level in order to feel good in the very near future. It is also important to be aware of vibration when creating our own reality, whether it is in our health, wealth, or joy. This is about the law of vibration. Now, I want you to look at this right here. You see how shame is 20 and it went from shame all the way to enlightenment is 700 to 1,000 hertz. You see, human beings are said that we can vibrate at up to 1,000 hertz. Our frequency can go up to 1,000. Now imagine this right here. Imagine we're talking about shame. How many of us live in shame? Now, let's talk about why you attract those raggedy people. Let's talk about why you attract those raggedy cheaters, liars, abusers, narcissists. Let's talk based on your emotional state. Because I think that we still don't get it. But after this, I hope we can get it. I hope we can understand the importance of your emotions. The importance of your emotions. Shame is at 20. Guilt is at 30. Empathy is at 50. Grief is at 75. Fear is at 100. Despair, 125. Anger, 150. Pride, 175. Courage, 200. And then it begins to go up. Neutrality, 250. Willingness. Love is 500. We think love is the highest one, but it's not. Love is at 500. Joy, 540. Peace and compassion, 600. Enlightenment, 700 and above. Listen, I want you now to look at yourself. Y'all kind of quiet. I want you to look at yourself. I want you to look at your damn self and see which vibrational frequency, which one are you carrying the most? Some of you stuck in guilt. Some of you are stuck in guilt. You are stuck in a 30 hertz vibration. Now, here's the thing. You think you have a pure heart, right? You think, I mean well. You think I want to love someone. You think, this is what I deserve. But yet, the vibrational frequency that you are carrying, guilt, fear, and anger, you are in the minus. When they put it that way, right? You are in the minus. You hear me? And so listen, what do you think? No, let's speak about this right here. Same guilt, grief, fear. Where do you somebody who is a cheater? Let me ask you the question, okay? Somebody who is a cheater, which emotions, looking from this screen right here, which emotions do you think they are experiencing? Which emotions do you think they are into cheat? Do you think it's love? Do you think it's joy? Do you think it's courage? Do you think it's enlightenment? Which one do you think? A person who is a cheater, that man who you keep attracting, those people who you keep attracting, what vibration do you think they are in? In acceptance? Think about it. In fear, right? In fear. Fear. So they want to control. Shame sometimes. Guilt sometimes. Now imagine. So now imagine that man who's a cheater and a liar. Let's say he's in shame. He's ashamed of his finances. He's ashamed of the man that he become. He's ashamed that his situation, and he's trying to seek control. So the more he can have women, the more women he can have, is the more better he feels about himself. But he's still operating in shame or guilt. Now imagine that person who's in shame. He's at a 20. Imagine he's cheating based on shame. You are always ashamed based on your past. Maybe you have been abused. Maybe you have been neglected. Maybe you have been sexually harassed or sexually abused. So you operate in shame. How do you not understand that you're on the same vibration? And that's why you keep meeting them. So it's not you're a cheater. That's why you keep attracting cheater. It's because you're in the same wavelength. Do you get it now? Do you understand it now? It is very simple when you look at the measurement for each emotions. These emotions are serious. I always talk about emotions and feelings, and people never understand why. Why do you always talk about these feelings and emotions? You got to sit in these emotions. Sit in these emotions. Sit in these. Go ahead and sit in them. Sit in them, jokers. Stuck in them emotions. See how it works. Sit in them emotions and see what sense it makes. Sit in those emotions and see what grows from them. Sit in those emotions and see what's really going on with your life. Sit in them because a lot of people teach you. A lot of folks teach you. It's good to just, ask it why. Not change it, ask it what's going on. And let me tell you this right. When you are in that emotion, you are in the vibration. When you are in that emotion, hey, you know what? Hey, Tabby, when you are in that emotion, you are in that vibration because you know what? It controls how you think. Don't it? Don't the emotion controls how you think? Come on, Lisa, I'm good. I'm glad. Don't the emotion control how you think? It controls how you feel. It controls your behavior. It controls what goes on in your mind. It controls what goes on in your body. It controls it all. And so you don't have to be a cheater to attract a cheater. You have to be in the same vibration, in the same emotional state. Somebody who's a liar. Why do you keep attracting liars? What's a liar? Who do you think is in that vibration of a liar? Ben Katabi. Who do you think what vibration do you think liars are in? Fear. Fear of being found out. Fear of losing. Sometimes that liar is in the shame because they are ashamed of what they did, so they lie about it. Sometimes they're in the guilt. They are in that guilt feeling, so they are lying. And the more you feel ashamed of who you are, the more you are ashamed of who you are, is the more you lie. The more that you are ashamed of who you are, of your righteous space, is the more you lie. It's the more you fib. Fear of being enough. I'm telling you, man, listen, it's all up these vibes. And this is why, and now here you are. You grieving your dead person. You in grief. You grieving for 2 or 3 years. You don't mean any harm, right? You don't mean any harm. Hey, Patricia, You don't mean any, you don't mean to hurt nobody, but you're in a state of grieving. What vibration is grief? 75. You know how low those vibrations is? Remember, the highest is 1,000 from the highest master who masters himself is from the 700 to that 1,000 range hertz. Grief is at the bottom. Grief is at the bottom. Grief is at the lowest, shame and guilt and grief is at the bottom. Understand, if a person is in that same state, I don't care if it's you or him or her, because you know what? One thing about life is not a respecter of person. It doesn't care if your heart is this, if your heart is that. It doesn't care. If you are in the vibration of these emotions, you are attracting based on those vibrations. And we have to be mindful. Now, I'm not saying, now, there's a trick to it now. There's a trick to it. There is a trick to it now. There is something to it. There's a way how to separate your emotions from your reality. I'm not going to get into that today because I think I'm going to bring confusion to you guys. I think I don't want to confuse you. I'm not going to get into that today, but there's a way how to separate. There's a way to experience the emotion and yet experience it a whole different way in your body. Some of you become one with the emotions. You see this, the one who is looking from the outside acknowledges the emotions and still chooses to do what he or she must do. Chooses to feel what he or she must feel, but they acknowledge the emotions, they recognize it, and they say, okay, I got it. Something is threatened. But there's a way. There's a way. Some of you don't know how to separate yourself because some of you are one with everything. Everything that you do, everything you say, what you think, what you feel. You don't have a separation between you and anything. If you learn to have a separation between you and your emotions, your vibrational state might change. But if you can't separate yourself from the emotions, you become the vibration of the emotion. And many of us don't know how to separate who we are from the emotions. How do you keep attracting what you're attracting? Because we are suffering. We are suffering. We all here staying in trauma, talking about I'm trauma bond and I need this and I need this I mean, we just the truth is we're hurting ourselves. Because until you realize there's a way to leave that space, until you realize the importance of not being in those vibrations, you're gonna get the hell out. Until you realize that there's a very important reason that you have to leave that vibration, you're gonna stay in it asking how. You're gonna stay in it asking, how do I leave? How? I mean, somebody really hurt me. I should be hurt. I mean, somebody really did this, so I should feel grief. You know what? My parents are dead, and I mean, grieve for 16 years. You know what I mean? You know what? This happened, and I'm angry. So let me stay angry. I have a right to be angry, and you do have the right to be angry. We make it our identity. Listen. You have the right to be angry, but what is it doing? It keeps you in a certain vibration, and you only attract illnesses, diseases, and these raggedy ass folks when it comes to your life. You keep attracting situations that matches that vibration, circumstances that matches that vibration, and relationships, health issues. Everything vibrates. I want you all to understand. Everything vibrates. And some of you, you're not just carrying anger. You're carrying resentment. You're carrying shame. You're carrying guilt. You're in the negatives. You're in the disease aisle. Oh, now. I mean, come on now. Listen, if you're carrying shame and guilt, shame is 20, guilt is 30, let's say grief is 75. That doesn't mean that you're carrying 75 plus 30 plus 20. You minus because it drops your vibration. It drops it. Drops it. It removes from it your vibration. It doesn't. Listen, if you carry grief, guilt, and shame, it doesn't add 75 plus 30 plus 20. That's not 125. It's not 125 because 125 is higher than guilt and shame. So therefore, what you are doing, you are just you just lowering your vibration. You have to understand. See, many of us ask, Kirk, how do I change my vibration? If you understand why you got to change it, if you understand why you got to change it, it will make more sense. Because when you understand why, when you see the purpose of changing your vibration, you will realize, oh shit, it's not about how. It's not about how. Many of us need help. Many of us still carrying the stuff from 20, 30, 40 years ago. True or false? Many of us have made these emotions into personalities. Imagine you have a personality of anger and resentment. Imagine what you're attracting. And the thing is, you mean well. You're angry because you're afraid, right? Let's say you're afraid. You have all this fear and you're angry. You mean well. You just got hurt. Somebody just did the wrongness to you. They did the dirt. They did the lowest crap to you. I get it. You are hurt and disappointed. Now you are angry and fearful. And you sit in that. What's up, Jake? How we doing, man? Hey, Kia. You sit in that for a while because you feel justified. All right. You know what I mean? Now you are justified, and I'm angry, I'm hurt, and I'm this. What's up, Ray? So now here you are sitting in, and then that's what you're gonna be at for a long time because it's hard to come out of that vibration because the vibration, sometimes the emotion, the emotion is a program. Do you understand the emotion is a program? Your whole emotion is a program. It's a program. Because when you're in the program, it's hard to think outside the program. Have you ever been angry and think good? Have you ever been bitter and felt a sweet thought? Have you ever been, miserable but happy thoughts? Once you are in the program of that emotion, it keeps you there. And once it keeps you there, everything grows from there. Let me tell you this right here. This is what I've learned. If you are in a state of grief, fear, anxiety, guilt, and shame, don't date. Don't meet. Listen, I know. Don't meet nobody. Tell them, hey, I'm not dating right now. I'm telling you, if if you are in a state, if you are in a state of anger, guilt, shit. Let's be honest. How many of you all keep carrying? How many of you are carrying guilt, man? How many of you like just carrying guilt? How many guilt? How many of you are carrying all this guilt? Guilt of some of you all have kids without no father because his fathers are gone. So you feel guilty because you think that something screwed up, something messed up. You feel bad for your child. And when you look at your child, you feel all this guilt. You feel ashamed because you have a couple of, baby daddies. And now you feel ashamed because people might be looking at you and now you're going to divorce and people be looking at you and you feel shame. What's up, Bob Beauty? How you doing? Now you feel ashamed and you feel insecure. You feel people looking at you. How much of us is sitting in those emotions right now? And we've been sitting in those emotions for so long that we don't even realize that we are still in it. It just becomes a norm. So when you sit in those emotions, you don't even understand why you're attracted. You think, I have a business, I have a good job, I have my own house, but you are in that vibration though. You see, just because you learn to, listen, I'm not going to call no names. You don't have to have a high vibration to attract money. You all know this. Some of the richest people, some of them, some of the rich people these days, like we all listen. You can't tell me, you can't, I don't want to call no names, but some of them rich folks have some very low vibration, but they learn how to bring money to them. They learn how to attract money from an early age. You don't have to be in a high vibration to attract money. Hey, Empress, you don't have to be in a high vibration to attract money. Let's that right now. Nikki Clive, how you doing? Hey, Lynn, you don't have to be in a high vibration to look good. Amen. Come on now, you're quiet. You ain't got to be in a high vibration to own your own business. You ain't got to. Look at our society. Look at the ones who's up there. They are crashing down in there. They're crashing down. Doing all this crap. Doing all this perverted things and doing all You ain't listen, you won't have to be a high vibration to have your own money, your own car, your own house. You ain't got to be in no vibration. You can do that based on what you do every day. If I keep going to work every single day, I will keep getting money. I will keep building things. It doesn't mean that you're in a high vibration. Some of you are thinking that, well, I have this and I have that and I have this. So therefore, I should, why do I keep attracting these? Because you are in a low vibration. You can't attract what you are not. You can't, right, Julia? You can't. You can't attract what's not in you. Attract some things, but not right. Right, Jamisha. So Jamisha said it's easier for her to attract some things. That's all of us. Do you know? Let me ask you a question, right? You all met people who could attract all the good relationships, all the good people. They have good men or good women all the time, but they can't attract a good job. They're broke. They can't attract happiness. Oh, they can't attract health. Yeah, Empress. Do you? They could attract all the good men or good women. You be wondering how you always get these dudes or these girls. But when it comes to money, career, stuck. Hey, Chronicles. When it comes to health, stuck. Because we can attract certain things based on our vibration, based on how we think and feel. But when it comes to relationship, they come in a person. See, the thing about relationship, it comes in a person form. Rocky Star, how you doing? The thing about relationship, it comes in a the only thing it comes in a person. And when it comes in a person speak and act and feel and this and you see everything. See a job. You could have a good job or a decent paying job, but it's toxic as hell too. True or false? Hey Latanya. You could listen, you could have a high paying job, but it's toxic as hell. You hate your boss, you hate what you do, you can't stand it. Right or wrong. But the only thing is, when you see the man or woman that comes to you with your frequency, you don't understand why. It's the same crap. It's the same. It's just that now you are reacting, you are talking, you hugging, you having this, you sleeping together, and it makes you feel like, well, it's just. Listen, we can have, Miranda, we can have a whole bunch of stuff. So I hear out of the people, I got my own house, my own car, my own this, but I keep attracting these dusties because your vibration is the same. They notice you, you notice them. When you carry these vibrations, do you all get it now, right? Do you all understand how your emotional state, do you understand it's not based on your degree? It's not based on your education. It's not based on your house. It is not based on home money in the bank. It is not based, your vibration is not based on that. It is not based on that. It ain't based. It is not based on that. It ain't. But it's different, right? Because the type of stuff that you attract when you're in a higher vibration stays longer and it keeps you at peace and it keeps you in love. If you attract money, listen, have you ever seen somebody win money from the lottery and it brings them hell? Oh no. Have you ever seen somebody make some money and they suffer? Have you ever seen somebody had a relationship and it crashed? Have you ever seen somebody get what they want, the car, but there's draining them? They can't, because if you can get it on that low frequency, which we all do, right? We all get on the same frequency. We all could be in a low frequency and get certain things, but we cannot maintain it. It has to be taken away. It can't last. It can't stay. And it brings dysfunction. It brings suffering. It brings, this is why these men and these women that we have, they're bringing that suffering. We get the job. It brings us stress. We can't sleep at night. Our bodies are, we get the man or woman, the same thing happens because it's the vibration that we are in. That vibration that we're in. So I need us to realize this. I hope we understand what I'm saying. I'm not judging you, but I keep hearing people speak on the things that they have. So I deserve this. Now, if you have, see this list right here? By the way, if you're just coming on here, I have a list on my YouTube that's on the screen that you can see better, okay? I can't bring it up here, but I can bring it up here. It's on my YouTube channel. Check my YouTube out and you're going to see it. I'm live on my YouTube. Hey, Maria. So if you go to my YouTube, you will see what I'm talking about. It's a list on my YouTube with all the emotions and all the vibration. I'm moving different now. I lost my husband. Father came to get him. I miss him yet. I'm moving. What you must do. What you must do. Both Alex, how you doing? What you must do is you have to understand you cannot get what was not yours. You see, people keep saying, I hear people say all the time, what's yours cannot pass you by. That depends. Because the truth is, many times it ain't yours. It's not coming to you. What's coming to you is what frequency that you're on. And I tell people this, but people don't want to understand what keeps coming to you at eye level. If it keep coming to you at eye level, is the frequency that you're on. I think we measure frequency by how much we have and what our intentions are. I have a good heart. You know what a good heart is. If your good heart has a bunch of shame and guilt and fear and grief, it ain't good, ain't it? Come on now. So somebody say amen. I don't think you are saying amen. If your good heart has a bunch of shame and guilt and fear, especially fear and grief, it ain't that damn good. It's ineffective. It's ineffective. It's weak. You might think it's good because you have in your mind you have good intentions. I know you do. I know that you don't want to cheat. I know that you want to do something good for your man or your woman. Your intentions are good. But damn it, that fear, that guilt, that shame is crushing it. And so we keep, all these things about, well, I see a post. Listen, I want us to stop this nonsense. Why are all the good women always meet them dusty men? Why are all the good men why are all the good people always being hurt? It's because we carry the vibration of hurt. We carry the vibration. I want that to sink in. Let it sink in. Let it sink. I want it to sink in. It will go deep and sink right in. Because I know we need to understand. You see, when you have a good heart, people are going to take advantage of you. Let it sink in. Sink in. Duncan, I'm glad. Let it sink in. Because I'm tired of hearing people assuming I got money, I got a car, I got a house. Why do I keep attracting these people? Because there's nobody. But let me tell you something. Let me explain to you how this works out. So let's go a little deeper. Let's go a little deeper. When you're in anger, let's say a state of anger, when you are set in that state of anger or hurt or fear, all you can see, it gets hypersensitive. Do you know if you think about fear or resistance or what you think about expands, it expands. If it expands, what you think about expands. Let me explain to you what this means. What you think about expands. Your emotions expands it, right? So based on your emotions is how you think. The thoughts is expanding based on more with the emotion. The emotion is energy. The emotion is just energy. So if you have a thought from the emotion, because emotion makes you think, emotion brings you the type of thoughts. So when you have that thought, pushed by the emotion, it expands. So everywhere you turn, you see it. Let it marinate in your heart for a minute. Let it marinate in your heart for a minute. Everywhere you turn, you see it. It expands in your mind. It expands in your consciousness. You are in that state of consciousness. That means you are unconsciously choosing everybody that you are thinking about, everybody that you are trying to resist, everybody that you hate, everything that you hate, you are expanding it. If you expand everything that you hate, that's what you see. That's what's drawn to you. That's what keeps coming back to you. That's who keeps talking to you. That's who you meet because you're expanding it. What you think and what you feel expands. It's how the mind is how we were created to say, since this expands, I can get it easier. Whatever expands, I can get it easier because now it's coming to me. See, what I think about, I draw to myself. Whether it's a bad thought or a good thought, sweet thoughts or ugly thoughts. Ridiculous thoughts or beautiful thoughts. Whatever I think about, it comes to me. If I say I don't want it, it comes. If I hate it, it comes. If I like it, it comes. If I love it, it comes. I don't want it, it comes. I'm afraid of it, it comes. Oh, I can't stand it, it comes. It comes because it expands, because your mind expands everything. It is called mind over matter. So when you are in these emotions, when you are in these emotions right here, and those men who have hurt you before, because or women who have hurt you before, can I give you can I give you a, hey butterfly heart, how you doing? Can I give you an example? Can I give you an example to show you how simple this really is? Let me give you an example. Y'all want to hear an analogy? Y'all know I have some little ridiculous analogies, right? Let me give you an analogy. Let's say I think I just hurt my shoulders. Let's say you had a headache yesterday, right? You had a headache yesterday, and you had a headache the day before. You had a headache 2 days in a row. You had a headache yesterday and the day before. Now it's today. What are you thinking about? What's on your mind? Just be honest. You had a headache yesterday, the day before. What's on your mind today? What do you think is on your mind today? Hey, Tommy, your headache. Your headache. Hoping that it doesn't come. Hoping that I hope I don't get one. I hope I don't get one again. I hope I don't get one. Ain't that what you're thinking? You had a headache 2 days in a row. What are you thinking about? Man, I hope I don't get it. Oh my God. Please don't come. Please don't come. I hope it never comes. I hope one that one. This is so annoying. Oh my God, I was so uncomfortable. And you think about it. And you think about it. And you call it to you. And you begin to expand it. Next thing you know, the headache comes back. Why? Because the mind says, this is what I want. The mind says, this is what I want. Because if you can think about it, it comes. Morocco, good to see you. So when you are being cheated on or lied to, when you are being abused, when you are being with a narcissist, guess what happens? When you have finished a relationship that was traumatic, you know what you're thinking about? I hope I never see this again. Oh my God, I hope I don't do this again. I hope I never meet another one. I hope I never meet another one. I hope I never meet another one. I hope another one don't come. I hope I never meet another one. And what happens? Another one comes because you are trying to resist it. Hey, Satori, my darling, how you doing? JP, you piece of headache, right? Exactly. Hey, Satori. Don't, don't know what painkillers, right? But do you see how that works? You see how simple it really is? You see how easy it is? You see how it happens that we don't even realize we're the one doing it? Because naturally, if it happens once, if it happens twice, our mind stays on it and we call it back to us. Why do we stay sick? Why do you think we stay sick for so long? Why do you think we stay sick for so long? It's because you remember it's there, and you remember it's there, and you remember it's there, and you remember I have this. I hear somebody keep saying, I have this such and such. I have a friend who keeps saying, I have this incurable disease. And I'm like, boy, you okay? Okay, you're right. I'm doing good too, my darling niece. I'm doing amazing. Yo, that's my beautiful niece right there. Just joined the military. But I'm saying we don't know what we are doing because it's a very unconscious behavior that we have. It's a very unconscious thoughts. It's very unconscious feelings. But the more you think about this, yeah, the more eh, the more you think about it, the more you think about it. I don't want it because you know how it felt. And so when you think about it, you remember the feeling. And the feeling goes out and attracts. KKP, thank you. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. And thank you. So I want you to understand you attract what you want. You don't get what you want. You don't get what you want. Captain Pops, how are we doing? You don't get what you want in life, man. You get what you are. And when you understand it, look at the list. Look on the list. Look on the list. The list says desire is right above fear. Desire is above fear. Why is that? Now, on the list of my YouTube channel, if you go to my YouTube, you always see it. Right above, hey Sierra, right above fear is desire. Fear carries 100 hertz. Why desire only carry 125? Why desire? Because to desire something, isn't it a good thing? But why desire carrying just a little bit above fear? Why is that? Think about it. I want. I can't wait until. Oh, I need. I want. Oh, I want. Why desire on the lower end? Well, not what they want. Desire is a lack. That's what it is. It's a lack. That means I lack something. If I lack it, I'm gonna have it even more. Thank you, Irma. This to desire is to not have. And if you not have, you cannot create it. Everything, everything has to be on the inside first. Everything happens on the inside. Exactly, exactly. Everything happens on the inside. And when it happens on the inside, like a baby is conceived on the inside and then it comes out. Every dream that you have is conceived on the inside and then it comes out. We give birth to it. Everything is conceived on the inside and then we give birth to it. It always come out. When you have all these desires, I need, I need, I need, I need. I see that, Maury. I see you take notes. Desire to have a desire. And many of us, I need, I want. Oh, I want this, I want that. You're wasting your time. You can tell the more you tell me about it. I'm telling you. It was on the inside. So you want to attract the man or woman that you want? You want to attract the relationship that you want? You gotta go deeper. Because all this crap that we look for, because right now, since we don't understand vibrational frequency, we understand standards. It's two different things. Vibration and standards are two different things. I need you all to say amen. Exhale. Exhale, what you looking at? Miss Star, how you doing? Vibrations or frequency and standards are two different things. We can have all the standards in this world, but if your vibration is low, what comes to you is a standard with low vibration. Indeed, KKP, indeed. You could have all this that you could want a man or woman who is 6'5" and money and this, but if the vibration is listen, sometimes the vibration comes with that is low. I know you all met somebody who was carrying all those things, but the vibration. But then again, you can't say anything about it because your vibration ain't that high either. Because it comes to you. I'm hurting your feelings. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Faith. Telling you, where it comes with. Listen, we could have a lot of things, but it comes with a little vibration. It comes with triggering. It comes with pain. It comes with regrets. It comes with guilt. It comes with. And you know what? Though? Let me tell you how you know that the person that you're gonna attract. Let me tell you how you know the person that you're going to attract is going to be in a low vibration or high vibration. The thing that comes to you, if it's in a low vibration, you're going to keep experiencing those things. Shame. Have you ever been with someone? Yeah. Have you ever been with someone? Seriously, have you ever been with someone that the longer you stay with them, shame was in there, guilt was in there, fear, resentment, anger was all there. You never experienced with them love and joy and compassion. And why? Because that thing or that person, the vibration is only matching what it is. It can only bring that. That's all they can bring. That's all they have. That's all. I don't care what they do. That's all they can bring because it's the vibration that where they at. It's just the vibration that's they at. So you know when somebody is vibrating low. Number one, when you experience all those emotional response from them, it's a continuous set of shame, guilt, apathy, grief, fear. It just stays there. So you know when you are connected to a battery, the battery gives you power according to the battery. So when you connect to a person, the person can only give you energy or that reaction or that feeling or those emotions. What they're carrying. You can't expect to attach to somebody with a low vibration and experience empathy and love and reason and all those high stuff. You it's just don't it doesn't what I do what I do to that. You can change your vibration at any time. Indeed, feelings are hurt. Then it's repressed truth about yourself that's wanting to stay hidden, being pulled in the surface. Deal with. I love your message today. Have a rest of a great night, everyone. I'll listen to this later tonight while I work. Thank you, Lynn. You have a blessed day. Thank you for coming. I want you all to be careful. Be mindful. But listen, you must change your vibration. Hey, we've been sad long enough. We've been ashamed long enough. Some of us have been ashamed for years. True or false? How many of us are carrying shame? Shame that this happened to you? Shame that you went through this? Shame that you still fail at this last relationship? Way too long, right? Shame, a shame that this happened. What do you feel is your vibration? Your feeling is one of the biggest indicators of your vibration or frequency that you're in. Your feeling. Kate, how are you doing? Your feeling is a big indication of do you know let me I have this on notes. How do you know when you are in a low vibration? Do you all know? I think one of the biggest sign um is like the stuck feeling. That's stuck. You just stuck. Give me a second. You're in a low vibration when you can't sleep. Yeah, Mr. Stagnant. You're stuck. When you can't sleep, when you know that you are tired, when you're in a low vibration, when you are always overthinking. You know why many of us stay in a low vibrational frequency? Let me explain. Let me explain why many of us stay in a low vibration. Because we stuck in the past. We can't move on from what happened. And when you are stuck in the past, I need you all to understand this. I need you all to understand this. When you're stuck in the past has no power. It has no energy. It's expired. So you are in an expired time. Your body is alive in an expired time, and so therefore it sucks your energy. So the experience, right? The memory on what you are thinking about, it has to pull from something to make that past come to life. It pulls from something. So it pulls from your body. Understand what's going on. It's pulling it from your body to make it become back alive. And so when you pull it from your body is drained and tired because your body is the battery where the past survive on because the past has no more strength. So when you are in that past, when you operate in the past and you can't move on, your vibration just you're looking like it's like a skeleton. Your emotions, your thoughts, your experience, you're drained, you're tired, you are just in the space. Many of you live in the past, but you have a good heart, don't you? Come on now. You sleep good, Julia? Good. Many of you, listen, many of you live in the past, but you have good intentions, don't you? Oh, I want to be loved right. Oh, I can love you with all my heart. But you ain't got much heart. Scared. Your heart is scared. Heart is easy to trigger. Thank you, Natanya. You living from the past because now you're afraid. And let me tell you how we know that you living in the past. When you are afraid, when you are easily triggered, when you are always in your feelings, when you are all you're living in the past when you are always in your feelings. I want that to stand out. I want that one to stand out. When you are always in your feelings. If I sing this song, I think YouTube might block me because they might say I sung just like the one who sang it for real. Feelings. I get lost in my feelings. When you get stuck in your feelings, it means you are stuck in the past because feelings is actually the past. It's a record of the past. Diamond, you said something good? It's no energy. It's low energy. So when you are in your feelings, it's an indication that you are in your past, your feelings. When you see, there's many people, if you look at it, many people who have been hurt, who have been abused, who have been traumatized, they're always in their feelings. In it, they keep reliving it. Their feelings are always on. And when your feelings stay on, it's like your battery. It goes, it drains your battery. It's like leaving your light on. It's like leaving your light on. You ever left your light on in your car? You come to start your car again the next day, the battery is drained. Well, that's why we can't sleep sometimes. That's why our body is drained because you have to think and think and think and think, feel and feel and feel and feel, feel and feel and feel and feel, feel and feel and feel and feel. You're tired. You can't get nothing else. There's nowhere else that keeps you in a vibration. But you have a good heart though. Wondering why do people take advantage of you? Why do you keep meeting these toxic people? Why do you keep meeting these narcissists? Because you're attracting them. Because you look beautiful to them. You look handsome to them. You are amazing. They look at you like, oh, what else? What else? You look amazing. And you look amazing to them. Why do you think flies like poop? Flies love the bathroom. You hate the bathroom because it smells funny. You hate the toilet. But the flies love it because it's not about that. It's about it's drawn to it because of the energy. It's drawn to it for that reason. Hey, Belinda. So when these toxic people are drawn to you, is because the sense that's where they belong. That's the because those people cannot survive with high vibrational folks. It doesn't. They don't survive. A narcissist does not survive or has power among somebody who's a high frequency. You know how many times I've been tried to, do you know how many times they try to argue with me? And you're right. I tell them, you're right. You're good. You're good. There's nothing else. I'm not going to feed you. I'm not going to pump you up. I'm not going to give you my, I'm not going to share you my stuff. I work hard to get my stuff. I'm not going to just give it to you. You just give you my energy because you don't like me, because you disagree with me, because you want to. Man, sir, you're right. If it helps you, you're right. What do you mean? What do you mean? I'm giving you your props. You're right. What, what, no feelings about it. You good? Hey, Christine. When money was coming in, the bill were on track. What changed the vibration and now cause a fail back in finances? Lady Lala, that's a good question. It could be a lot of things. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you how this happens. So the question is, there was a time, and I don't want to. There was a time when money was coming in and bills. Money was coming in and bills, and bills were on track. What changed the vibration to how to now cause a fall back in finances? Frequencies are frequencies up to which one you want to do. Indeed. When you experience something, like for instance, money could be flowing to you because you feel good. You're in a good space, you're in a good energy. But something happens in your life. You lose your job. Someone lose their job, or you move, or someone, or you lost your relationship, or you gotta, something happened. And when it happens, your mind begin to read that one thing. Your mind begin to read that one thing, and you begin to experience lack in your mind. I don't have enough. I don't have enough. Oh my God, how am I? And once you go in that space in your mind, you begin to imagine lack. You begin to be in the feeling of lack. You begin to have the emotion of fear and insecurities and doubt. And once you tap into that vibration, everything comes to you according to that vibration. So your money begins to stop flowing, your back begins to hurt, right? Your neck begins to hurt, your knee begins to hurt, everything in that vibration. You know, certain things could only happen in higher vibrational frequencies. Certain things don't happen in higher vibrational frequencies. So understand, it's the money stops when you go in panic mode. When you go in survival mode, money stops. A matter of fact, that's one reason why money always slows down, because we go in panic mode. I can't pay. What if I can't? What if it's not enough? Oh, I need. Oh, I need. Once you go in that space, bam, you're back in survival. You're back in survival. When you go back in the survival, everything slows down. Like somebody said, don't allow the fear to live in you. But like someone said, it happens, right? It happens to all of us. It happens. Listen, it happens to every one of us. But we have to learn how to get out of there. We have to learn to not stay there because we have to learn and understand what happens. Hey, Beatrice, we have to learn how it affects us. We have to learn how it affects our livelihoods. You see, these energies affect what happens with us. It affects how we think. It affects how we flow. It affects how energy flows in us. It affects our health, it affects our wealth, it affects everything about us. So this is why we must understand what we attract is based a lot of times based on these energies that is flowing within us. Listen, you want to feel shame still? They are normal. You see, listen, let me explain. Let me explain. Someone said exactly my brother, but low frequency, high frequency, it is normal to experience. Facts. We all experience low and high. We all experience. Listen, somebody piss you off, you in that frequency, right? Let me not make you think that these are bad energies. I don't believe in bad or good energies. I don't believe in bad. Neither is bad and neither is good. However, the way how our body experience or operate in these things feels different. It's not necessarily bad or good. We all experience this flow. We all can actually shift out of these energies. We all can shift up and shift down. We all can. We all do. I don't care who you. I don't care who you are. Right? I don't care who you are. We can go up and down. Something happens, we lose, someone died, or our kids, in trouble, or we get in trouble, or we lose our job. We all shift now. So I'm not telling you that it's bad and you should never be there because you're wrong. I'm saying that you have to recognize these things that's happening. Recognize when you are in that state. Recognize when you go into that frequency. Recognize, and you can recognize it because sometimes you don't know what frequency that you are in until life is showing you on the outside what's happening. Life will begin to show you and mirror what's happening on the inside by what happens on the outside. A lot of times. But we ain't got to dwell there. Indeed. So really true. I have experienced those things. So true. I see why now. But thanks for listening. Thank you. Thank you. Do you have any advice on how to stay out of survival mindset? To be honest though, you stay out of survival by using your imagination. Imagination is the key to exit survival. If you look at yourself, right? Thank you, Mr. If you look at yourself in a low, you know that you're in a low vibration. If you keep looking at life as what life is, and you look at the situation for what the situation is, it stays the same and it becomes worse. If you look at your situation, if you look at the situation for what it is, it gets worse. If you look at yourself being poor, you get more poor. If you look at yourself for what you are, it gets worse. It drops. It gets worse. It gets worse. But when you look at yourself for what you could be, when you look at yourself for what you could be, that means you have to elevate your mindset. You have to shift higher. That means you see like these emotions on the screen. Let me tell you about these emotions, okay? Let me tell you how to do this right here. Hey Tom Brina, how are you doing? Hey Rena. Now here's the deal. You see all these emotions on the screen? The first one is the lowest one is shame. The highest one is enlightenment. How do you switch to the survival mode? Survival mode is those lower ones, right? Now, if I tell you, you see, joy is about 540 hertz, right? Joy is 530 hertz. If I tell you, right now you're in shame, right? Let's say you're ashamed or you're carrying guilt, you're in a low vibe. Let's say I tell you, hey, listen, when I snap my finger, I want you to experience joy. Can you do that? It does. It does. I will. I'll keep you posted. Hey, Lasana, thank you so much. I was stagnant, but listening to you helped me to move forward. You taught me so much. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Here's the deal. If I tell you right now you're in guilt and shame, but that's not my finger, experience joy. Can you do that? Somebody said you got to remember past. Indeed, indeed. Can you switch? Can you switch? If I say feel, okay, now we are guilty, we feel guilt, we feel, switch. Switch to joy in a higher vibration and sit in there for a while. Sit there for a couple hours. Sit there for and meditate in that emotion. Sit on this chair and stay in that feeling. Sit and stay in that mindset. Sit on there and stay in that picture in your mind. Create a picture in your. Can you sit? Can you change it? Thank you so much. You don't need hypnosis. You don't need hypnosis to switch. You just need a thought or a memory. Like someone said, you need to remember what joy feels like. Listen, you remember what sickness feels like, right? You remember what anger feels like. You remember what guilt feels like and shame feels like. You can think about a thing and it comes, bam. You can think about something happening when you was young as a child, and here you go back in that. You see how you can switch? You can switch. You can go from happy or from a little stillness, and a memory, a thought comes in your mind, and it shifts you back to shame again. Right or wrong? But guess what? When you're in guilt, you can shift up by changing what you are looking at, change what you're thinking about, change what your feelings are. Put the memory in your mind of what you want. Put a new experience, put an image, use your imagination. And when you can do that, somebody said, I am dying. That's kind of deep. But if you say you are, I believe you. I mean, if you, hey, Kizzy, how you doing? Joy down in your soul. Indeed. You have to learn how to connect to that joy. You have to learn how to bring up that memory, that feeling, that thought. And when you can do that, you can shift. See, many of us, we want something on the outside to change before we change our feelings, right? We want something to change on the outside before something happens on the inside. We want this to change before this change. But in all reality, when this change, the outside changes. Listen, let me go back to the original video. Listen, we keep attracting these people, these relationships, these situationships because of these emotional spaces that we are in, the emotional space of our bodies, our spirits, our minds are in this vibration, and this is why we keep attracting them. Listen, you're not gonna attract anything good from a bad place or bad foundation. And let's look at these emotions. I'm not saying that they're bad or good, but for better terms, for in this place, let's just say if you carrying all these stuff, shame and guilt, and look at the vibrational frequency of these things, understand whatever grows from those things got to be in the same vibration. If a relationship grows on your trauma bond when it comes to shame and guilt, your relationship could only be of that. See, whatever grows in that space. My fiance just broke up, and you're dying because of that? Must be a 16, 17-year-old person. The words that we use sometimes, it's just ridiculous. So you come on here and saying, I'm dying. You're going to put, I am dying because somebody left you? Lord have mercy. You see, the words that we use, man, see these words that we use? Hey, if you are, good luck. Listen, you are. Be careful about the words that you choose to, because every time you speak, there's one person listening, which is you. There's always one person. Every time you speak, whether you're speaking softly, you're speaking loudly, you are speaking abrasive. I mean, what there's always one person around, which is you. And when you listen to I am dying, imagine you listening to that. Oh my God. Imagine yourselves. Imagine your mind and your emotions. Imagine your feelings. Imagine your body just every time you repeat that, I am that, I am this, you become God of that. You know when God said his name? You know when God said, I am that I am? You know when God said, I am that I am? It's talking about I am. And whatever word you put there, man, whatever word you put there, you become God of that. So when you say, I am sick, I am dying, you become a God of that. You don't understand what you are saying. And so we repeat these things, not realizing there's an effect of your words to yourself, to your mind, to your body. Because when you speak, so much things happen. When you speak, when you speak, so much things happen, man. When you speak, everything happens. When you speak, life makes it happen. Nothing comes back void. So you keep saying those things. You keep saying those things. Hey, when it happened, nobody to blame. You tell me somebody leave you when you're dying because somebody probably raggedy anyways. Seriously, it's a raggedy person anyways. Because listen, man. Boy, stop. You know what? Let me get over here, okay? Let me go take a nap because Lord. We gotta listen. We gotta be careful. We gotta be careful. Our words are bonds. Our words are powerful. Our words, we got to speak carefully because when we speak, our bodies listen. Our cells, 50 trillion cells, begin to submit to your words because you're the one speaking it. Thank you, Captain Bobs. So when you say "I am," what's up, Michael? How you doing, man? Long time to see. These are things like "I am dying." Lord, you are right. You commanded it. We don't underestimate the power of words, especially when you believe it. You gotta be careful, man. Listen, stop saying those things, man. Yeah, just careful. Be careful. Be what I'm telling us, man. Listen, my point today, we can't spell when we speak. Indeed, my point today, I didn't want to get into all that deep stuff. But that wasn't my purpose to get into. But y'all just don't let me get into y'all. You know, y'all just. We'll talk about it later, Maria. You have an infection in your crown chakra. How we know it's an infection? And respect. Here's the deal. I prescribe a natural medicine. I prescribe a natural remedies. Also meditate. Great awaken more and more each day. Michael, good. A lot of people lay their board on other people. Indeed. I mean, listen. Maybe next time. I didn't want to really get into that type of deep conversations tonight. I wanted to just come on here, quick, talk about why we attract. Put the what do you call that? The emotion, um, stuff. Man, listen, I'm done. See how I'm see how I'm done? I'm not flowing anymore. I'm done. So listen, I'm not flowing anymore. The flow has stopped. So let me get over here. Let me get over here. Listen, let me come back tomorrow night. I'm gonna try to come back in the evening times. Okay, in the evening time. My YouTube is Conscious Kirk. Conscious Kirk. This live is gonna be on my YouTube. It's gonna be saved there automatically. Conscious Kirk with a K. Empress, I didn't know you were still there. So you all be blessed, and I get to see you guys soon. All right. If you want to see my YouTube, it's Conscious Kirk. Conscious with a K. Okay. Hey, you are YouTube. You know what? I wanted to come on. I wanted to call you guys up here if you have any questions and stuff to come up here. Thank you. Nothing in the world. Speaking encouragement to a sister or a brother or a family member and watching their eyes light up with joy. I agree. I agree. My intention was to bring some of you guys up here to, if you have any questions or if you want to talk about something, to come up here and speak on something. Because, but a brother is hungry. I can't get on tomorrow. Have dance. Okay, Julia, you go ahead, girl. You do your dances. Listen, thank you all for showing up. Thank you all for speaking. Do you all understand what I'm saying? Do you all get what I'm saying? Um, did you all get what I'm saying though? Like you get the point of this video, right? Of this live. Did you all get the point? It's not about what you have. It's about what you have on the inside. It's not about the things that you have on the outside, your car, your house, and your career and your degrees. That doesn't mean anything to this universe. What's going on within you? That vibrational frequency is happening within you. That's why you keep attracting these people. Did this make sense? I need to know this make sense to you. Do you see things differently? Do you understand the concept of this understanding? I hope you understand the concept. I hope that we understand that if we are in this vibration, let's talk about how to switch this vibration the next time. Let's talk about how to switch this vibration the next time. These frequencies, how do we switch? Okay, so yes. So let's talk about how do we switch. So we're gonna talk more about how we switch this next time. Okay, I might be back on tomorrow night. I have to start coming live more often. I just have to because I'd be comfortable. All right, good, good. I'm glad. So you all have a blessed night. This is gonna be on YouTube, and I think it's gonna be on my Facebook. So y'all be blessed. Good, 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 Christine. I'm glad. Thank you, Irma. Y'all be blessed. I'll see you guys later on. Be blessed. Peace.